teach students a routine for determining the gist of a short section of text. This is something I don't see that often in classrooms and is super, super helpful. So basically, this is a way of making them process what they've read and summarize. So when they've read something, thinking about the most important thing or person, place, or thing that has been addressed in a text or a section of text, and make a list of the important things that happened or that you learned, and synthesize it into 1 or 2 sentences in your own words. So these need to be complete sentences that summarize what you've just read. 3-step process: name the who or what, tell the most important thing or things about the who or what, and say it in 10 words or fewer. Sometimes I let them do 20, but basically the idea is that that's going to help them pay attention to what they're reading and understand what they're reading as they go. And then an additional recommendation around using the in the practice guide is to teach students how to use text structures. This is much more common for informational texts. There's more research around this for informational texts because there are several different ways that informational text can be organized, as opposed to story grammar, which is pretty consistently used from story to story, but you can use text structures for either. And basically, we want to teach kids how to identify and discriminate against different types of text structures. So like now I'm reading a problem solution text. Now I'm reading a description text so that they can understand how that information is being presented to them and what to expect next. And then you want to help them answer questions about the text and use the text structure to identify the important information and generate just statements. Here are the common informational text structures. Compare, contrast, cause, effect, problem, solution, sequence, and description. Unfortunately, many informational texts sort of wander between these different text structures. If you're using authentic text, you'll start with one, and then there'll be a little timeline, and then there'll be a little other thing. So it's not as straightforward as just identifying one text structure, but being familiar with the ways that information can be organized will help students identify the key information and understand the text. And then you can use these to create just statements, to structure the kinds of questions that you want students to ask and answer.